But alright. Let's see how much worse this is going to get. It has to be channel points. Yeah, but what are you going to do with channel points? Nothing. There's really not much use for them. Like, I should probably think of something, but... Well, that's kind of fitting with the music, huh? So how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? Got a bit crazy in there, I just wonder if it killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Good's testimony did nothing to help us. What can you do it? Oh yeah, you can do that nonsense, I guess, huh? Plus now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is that the old man Kudo saw the apron straps and the ribbon. And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictions. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah. I've got to find one for Maggie, if she's going to have terminal case of guilty. Shut up, Maya. You can only do that for 967 days straight. That's a lot of days. By the time that those days are up, you're probably going to have even more. Guess Maggie's still in questioning. But we got the questions to ask her too! Maggie! Keep it down, Maya. This isn't the playground, you know. Well, okay. Because we're out of it. I don't want to go back to this fuck-ass French restaurant. I really don't. But I should probably think of something good for the general points, because at the moment it's not like we're doing much with them, huh? Also, I should honestly rename them. Just think of making them shinies or something like that. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Never mind that. What's going on? Feels different in here somehow. You think? Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Call in the officer for the briefing, quick. Can't you shut down the station server? Chief, quit playing on the internet. But my email pen pal leads... What? Lead as in princess? Save it for later, I'm doing it up now. No! Lead as a princess! I was keeping busy in here, huh? Keeping busy? More like panicking if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. Oh, what the fuck is going on there? So one of the detectives is mumbling about something to himself. Even pickpockets can have their pockets picked. That's a keeper. Better to go with something that doesn't sound too much like a slogan. Must be coming up with slogans for a crime prevention campaign. So I'm not sure even he knows what kind of crime he's trying to prevent. But I hope you're all doing fine today, chat. This must be the chief of the detectives there. He looks lost now that power to his computer's been cut off. Oh well. I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternately, you could write up some reports, just a suggestion. Dear Lead as a Princess, how are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night? Well, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send him a resume and become chief. These are the detectives' desks. No computers and files in each one. Funny. They're a lot tidier than I expected. Because the detectives don't spend a lot of time at the desks. Okay, nothing new there. Well, I mean, something is going on there, but we can't really interact with anyone. You know what that means. You know what that means. Empty as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it! Come on! Hey, that sounds like... No, just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up about something. No! That's the wrong number! Looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a rip-off. What's the problem, detective? Is he playing poker? Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just I'm just listening to the radio, pal. Oh, I was listening to horse races. God damn it. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. Yes, and he's having a twin tea set. What can I say? This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? Yeah, we can go over into a corner, you know. You always blow apart my testimony. Why of all days didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't many holes in it for once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimony is all like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Would you prefer crumbly like aged parmesan? Anyway, this case already has been ruled out. Shouldn't be any holes left to be found. So did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean. Well, how did you put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. I mean it. I don't ever want to see him again. Something like that. Please, Detective Gumshoe. I didn't mean. Why? Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall, Nick. Oh man, poor Gumshoe. So, did you like the Twin Tea set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous, my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. That's it. I've been trying to think of the right word to describe it to taste. And I just realized. It's bad. That's it. It tasted bad. Just kinda hard to admit it to yourself when you pay 20 bucks for it, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I know that mood. When you paid for something, then it's like, ah, yes. But there's something wrong with this. Yeah. Maybe we should have found out about the price after you had finished eating. Hey Nick, maybe that's why Glenn L came here. Maybe you heard about the Super Ferris Twin Tea set. If by Ferris you mean fearsome, speaking of Glenn L, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy. What else Detective Gumshoe already knows, seeing as he's here? So what were you all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right. You said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe. You can tell little me. What were you listening to? No, nothing really. That was just the daily exercise show. Why are you doing this to me, Gumshoe? What the? The Cyclock? There's no special ops, sure is great. Why does this in your eyes? What the fucker? Why? What are we doing here? No! This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where they worked. What happens when he crashes though? Does it just stop moving all of a sudden? It was a literally computer mine. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday too. Hey Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? Fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. Elk worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? What's that? Computer firm called Blue Screens Incorporated, or something like that. Seems like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. They'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff. No, you don't. I wonder about that. He's called a cyborg. Just around the corner from this joint, you should take a look. A computer film called Blue Screens Inc., huh? Sure. You know what, I should probably check the square. I don't want to, but I probably should. Well, the birds are nice. Don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you? Maybe you want to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be here anyway. At least, not for now. Besides any more seeds today, I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Hey look, pigeons! Yeah, and heaps of them too. Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace? It's a dove. Yeah, we went over this. Hey, check this out. Wouldn't get close to that if I were you, otherwise you might be in for a shock. My phone must be lurking someplace nearby. Just imagine, a tiger, loose in the city. Meanwhile, the real phoenix is like an abandoned chick lost in the vast urban jungle. Huh? Don't worry. Someday I'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope. Why is she trying to pep talk me into becoming my phony? Alright, what kind of freak are we going to run into here? No, it's a horse, I guess. Wow, this place is so high-tech, you can almost smell the electricity in the air. It's a computer firm, Maya. You can't work without electricity, you know. Who are you? Oh, hello. I'm sorry, access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who's this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of wrecked educational show. She's an AI? Might be. My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director. Well, she seems human, I guess. Director? She's human? She seems more like a ghost in it. Fuck off. Fuck right off. She seems more like a ghost in the shell. God damn it. The thing over her eye. Isn't it the same device as Glenn, Alex? It's a DMH, right? Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. All my programmers here are blue screen ink are supplied with HMDs. And do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. Fuck off. They are pretty cool, wouldn't mind one. So, what exactly is this film's business? I'll try to simplify so that you can understand. We analyze the data management system required by a certain branch of industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems and source level competence to them. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management. Doesn't matter. They analyze stuff. You got that much, right? The software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs? Talk about old-fashioned. Yes, compact disc. Digital optical storage media. Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music. It's a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they're doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? Why is he wearing glasses over his glasses? Whatever. Oh, he's rambling. Never mind. I'm not going to try to keep up with that. Well, you got the idea. It's the sort of thing where you're involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah. The blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean about Glenn Alec poisoned? Yes, I know, it's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. Police officer was there earlier too. But I couldn't tell him anything either because... the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screen's ink. Oh. How about Mr. Alec's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. It's this one, right in front of you. So if there's anything that might be useful to you, you're welcome to take it. Because there might be a clue here somewhere. I think I like horse races. Man was in desperate need of money. Wow, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiskers can work under any conditions, you know. Just trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No worry then. Hey, this calendar. You know, I think it might just be a Never JoJo fan. Don't worry. What about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it. So it's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? It's the day Mr. Alec was murdered. Is there anything else? Yeah, it says, meet with the tiger. The tiger? The tiger, huh? It's a lot of post-its. What is this nonsense under his desk, though? He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he? Wow! I bet it's where the pro and programmer comes from, huh? I guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I could become old CD's apprentice. What about your spirit medium training? Hey, look, Nick! It's a supercomputer! Looks like it's really smart and wise, isn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. Guess you could say the same for AI, huh? That explains why we don't use a computer in our office. You work there too, Maya. Yeah, but at least I'm... Please don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise the computer will laugh at you. Just that shit laugh at us, Nick. This is a human, Maya, not a computer. I don't know. Do I going to get out on the witness stand? I hope not. The spills almost looks like they're moving. It's kind of unsettling. No, they just look like a bit twisted or warped or whatever what I'm looking for. This office is designed with a futuristic feel in mind. Futuristic? Yes, we tried to imagine what things might look like in the future when we designed it. It helps us soothe and calm the soul. On second thought, no, I agree with you, Nick. This place is really unsettling. This is like some very bad gamer posture over here. Doesn't really look like a place I want to work in. Wow, look at this mess. Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? It's for betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Oh wow. This row is stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets though. There's over 500 of them. No, you sure didn't know how to pick out a good horse then, I guess. So many tickets would get you, what? A buck down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you would try to profit from the debt, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. About Mr. Relic. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality. Oh? Like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So there's really no trouble at all, a model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. I've got to find out what this trouble was exactly. Absolutely not a robot. Right, looking at this. Super secret password for this is madness. This is madness! No, Maya! That is Sparta! We want to... God damn. This is fucking dated as all hell! Jesus! Fucking Sparta reference in this day and age. Sheesh. Some point adding up the password is always the same thing. We should focus on asking more like Dan Alec, what do you say? Yeah! This is madness, this is Sparta. That's like, yeah, that takes me back. Holy shit. Oh, that takes me back. Okay, that's just the same. You don't think it's in the original? Do you have anything? No, just go back to the fuck. Okay, sure. Think about this. Sorry, pal. I mean, it is funny. Don't get me wrong. We never did find the contents of that bag. It was medicine for Mr. Alex up to the bedroom, right? Yeah, we found traces of it in his left ear canal. He must have used it while he was at Trebian. Are you sure of that much? Doesn't think anything of that. Did he ever analyze that bowl that we gave him the other day? The lady's a bowl of blue screen's ink, pal. Yeah, I figured she's clean. She's got nothing to hide. She seems kind of like a doll to me. In a good way, in a bad way. Kind of makes you think she might be hiding something. Helpful. Detention center? No? Huh? What do you mean that the story mode puts me towards this? Well, official let the losses were to start. Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first. Because we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use. Yeah, that's true. And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Someone thinks the key to this case is going to be at Trebian. Well, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing too. This might be the first time the story mode actually points me towards this. Really? Thing on your mind, actually there is something. Just wondering about Zinioff, you know, like what he's like and stuff. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that guy. I had to beat you so hard it'll feel like you was smooching the express train. Phoenix Wright? You used to say you, Phoenix Wright? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright. The one and only. He talks like a goon. Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger. Huh? You did? Where did you find out? Oh yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Finione. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. What's this guy's stories anyway? What does he have against impersonating me? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? We're just kind of going to locations that it's not really... Oh, I guess we had what we needed here. The radio. This does make me think back of when This is Sparta jokes were like the height of hilarity. It's like, man, that's like over 20 years ago. Christ, I'm old. Oh, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? Okay, forget about the look like you. No way, pal. Now that you made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to, horse racing. Oh, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, that's it, pal. You got me. You sure as something. And how come I'm still seeing the lock? Guess I was wrong. Ah, it wasn't horse racing? That's it, come on, come on. I'll just call an 8, pal, and I can do it. No, it's the wrong number. Seems so obvious, I better ask him again. Don't tell me you're not through yet. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening. Sure. I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you tried to win big, just like Glenn Elk did. It's like you can see right through me. Never mind, it wasn't horse racing then. Huh? Correct him already. See, pal? That's why I said it was nothing. Well, sure. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. That's with everyone in the lottery. So, how did it go? I won 50 cents. It'd be better to win nothing than it all, all the lousy buck. So I'm mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Alex, see? And I got a special radio show when he announced winning numbers. He even knew the drawing lives on the air. It's intense, pal. Well, that's what Mr. Alex was listening to on the day when he was killed. Yeah. What time is it now? It's just after 1:30. And the lottery results always broadcast at the same time. Yeah, look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Millionaire Radio Flyer. Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life every Monday at 10:30 PM. Millionaire Radio? That sounds so cool. You ought to try it, Nick. Then buy a ticket, Maya. With your own money. Apparently everyone's listening to the show now. It's because everyone wants money. You say that the victim, Glenn Elk, was really into gambling. Yep, can't beat gambling, I love it too. Maya? What? I won $500 last night playing cards with Nick. Huh? We were playing for money? Of course! So you better pay up. You're a smart one, waiting for a cop to be present before asking for the cash. Of course we're stuck in the kitchen. Stromstrong's talking to someone. Oh, right. I'll be back next month. Wee, natural man, I'll be waiting for you. If you haven't gotten it by then, I'm afraid I might get a little hot around here. No, I will have everything ready, I promise. I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. Hee. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, stop it, I beg you. What does the pink keep intensifying? Don't let me down, I'll be watching you. Why, no, this is not necessary, you can trust me, mademoiselle. Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh, no, you don't have to worry. You know, you worry far too much. Maybe this will help you relax, it's the oil of the sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. Where's the psycho? Ah! I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye, for now. I have shivers. I must rub some of my oil out of my body before I become a nervous wreck. Is it? Oh, wee, that feels good. Please don't. Oh. Oh la la, excusez-moi, monsieur. My eyes, my eyes! Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, then you need this. Oil of sandalwood. Isn't this leftovers what you were just using? Good girl actually working here? Maybe. She seemed injured. You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? No, you're right, monsieur. But perhaps this is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? And that way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. Putting on a brave face, eh? That's what girls do, Nick. But you're right, business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is a problem. People do not understand it. They think it's a tray. I just want people to think that my restaurant is exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on the cheap plastic trays. Nick, it's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? Well, I'm not sure looking at that. This restaurant is my life, it's everything to me. This is a flashback from yeah, I don't know what we did see here earlier. I will defend it to the final, to the end. No one will take it from me. Who's this woman? So, who was it, the woman you were just talking to? Oh la la, you saw that? Oh well, yes, sorry. So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful. Polite and graceful. Excuse me, she was talking about raw meat and putting shit on fire. Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and fires, right? Even gotten with them, it's a little hot around here. Now that I think about it, hey Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Well, let's show them a piece of evidence and see what happens. What? What piece of evidence? This? No, oops. I'm in the wrong menu. Je ne comprends. Oh, the loan contract. Yeah, fair enough. As long as the paper exists, I'm a delightful angel with broken wings. An angel, huh? This is more well when you think about it. Wee! You kept harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. Yeah, I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? I'm not sure what that... What does that even mean? You know what, Chad? I'm gonna Google that. What the fuck does this mean? I can't French. I can't French. How do I even do that stupid thing on top of the U? Let's go Google Translate French words, I guess. But of course. You know what? Sure. I guess. I guess. If I did not owe them the money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied. Please, what do you agree to help them with? No, I can't say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up. Then she will eat me with salad garnish. Ew. Hope it doesn't mean that he'll eat that he literally sliced up and sit with garnish. I'm going to guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract, am I right? Yeah. Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. The woman was here earlier. I take that she's, Why does it come to this? It's about the Trilogy. So I find myself so deep in the depth. It's a sign of bad world we live in, huh? No, I'd say it's more of a sign of a bad culinary skills. The woman who was there, she was a scary woman. She's from the loan office. Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Yes, $10 lender it's called. Catchy name. Just like hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you do, no more than $10. $10? Sounds like your one monthly stipend, Maya. Hey! You get a bit more than that, thank you very much. So Tenderlander is a loan officer that you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? I wonder if it got anything to do with this case. I'm a weak woman. When I'm upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to it, I'm loaning money. I have to pay back $500,000 now. It's like I'm a slave. I have to do everything that she tells me. Who's he? Oh, he. The tiger. The tiger? Yes. He's the manager of Tenderlander, a terrifying man, a big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and my voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. Big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter. Does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no. This man is a presence, a most formidable personality. Although, yes, he does have spiky hair just like you. Yes, there is a resemblance there, I suppose. Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit the Tenderlander, just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey Nick, if you need money, I can load you some, as long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? I'm just kind of looking at his outfit, like... Why do I get the feeling that everyone can see his ass? Well, I'm going back to the precinct now. Got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. Okay, well, see you later then. Bye. Everyone did seem in an uproar. You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I, kinda got a favor to ask, a big one. A favor. Yeah. It's for, Maggie, actually. I was kinda hoping... you'd give this to her for me. What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got it early so I could make it. I've been real worried about her. She looked like she lost a little weight. Detective Gumshoe? How many weenies are in there? It's not a personal nerve to go down in this much meat. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of the tender juiciness. Well, his name is Dick Gumshoe, huh? So really give it to her. Took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. Can't exactly say no, can I? Gumshoe's lunchbox has been given to Maya. Fills the stomach with love and plenty of weenies. Oh, this fucking case. Maybe I'll eat them down myself if I get hungry. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give it to Maggie. It's finally gone. Oh boy. Let me take a drink before... It's a fucking bird sound again. It's a very garish CD player we have there. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Oh. Talk about a creepy voice. Makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. Hey, you're here. To discuss a loan? No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone. Just like that. Because I just have to come back another time. But this is a perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around. Chet, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. I'm saying nothing. Do you think it'll be okay? Of course. No one will ever know. Coffee? Ah! I'll leave it there for you to enjoy. Quietly. Yeah, yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Special shit on the floor there. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here? Oh no, someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. It's going to be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. Accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. There's one of those super antiques where you have to burn a lot of charcoal. How did you manage to knock one of those over? Are they supposed to be super heavy? Oh hey! There's a book of matches here too. Matches, huh? Places don't give out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second. What is it? Look what's printed on the cover. It says Trilogy. Matches used for advertising, find lying in a tender lender. These matches could come in handy, we might be able to use them. Yeah! The pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud. The desk is so loud, there's a wonder you can hear it. The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee? Ah! Yes, thanks, it was lovely. So you drank it all? Hehehe. Go. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. Is this murder? That coffee was laced with something, I'm almost sure of it. I think my stomach, it's killing me. Oh, wait. Maybe it was just a burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. I'm going to take a look at the CD while we're still alive enough to chance. What the? What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc and pen. MC Bomber. What? It's supposed to be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it, I bet it's heavy metal. No way! That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. Let's see. This round gold thing is called a Durham, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured in case you were wondering. Do you mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? Heh. I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always write himself. Come on, Nick. Give him a good shot. Only if I feel like dying. Like this yellow thing. This is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's called a king. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know? Assuming she knows what you're talking about. These aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Hey! There's a piece of paper sticking out from under there. What? Was there? What is it? A repair bill? Looks like it is some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? 50,000 to replace a bumper and the light? That's insane. The car is registered to Cadaverinus? Huh? So it's not even a Tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in a Tiger's office? It's the woman's, isn't it? Interesting name. Went through compromise. I wonder what it's supposed to mean. It must mean something if they looked in trouble to frame it like that. Yeah, well, still doesn't make any sense to me. That? Ah! Let's stand alone as guiding principle. Oh? Compromise the customer to win. Oh, I see. How about you, Nick? Yeah, well, as long as we don't have to compromise my hair, I'd say we're okay. That's one slogan no business owner should ever have to explain to the customers. Shudder. What's this? It's a punching bag. What? No way! You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that. What do you mean, walking around? The design is gross to start with, and it's way too heavy to be practical. And why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it! I was right before. Back at Fabienne. Paris fashion is more my thing. I really hope she's pulling my chin on this one. Hey, look at this Parisian style coat, it's so chic. Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Yeah, it actually is, isn't it? Hey, look at this! The suit is the same color as one that you wear, Nick. The same color as my suit. Ah! Keep your voice on, Maya. Nick, you gotta take a look at this. Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure, thanks. She's trying to kill us? Just wait here quietly, not otherwise. Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Do you understand? I'm scared, Nick. So? What were you getting excited about before? Look, on the lapel of the suit. It's an attorney's badge. Looks made out of cardboard. Is a tiger a liar? No way, look at this thing. It's made of paper. Paper badge added to the court packet. Made of cardboard and painted to look authentic. For some reason your badge still looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Oh boy, there he is. Oh my god, what's he hitting? Arr. Arr. Ah. Come out from under the desk, Maya. What are you two snooping around my office for? Nothing, we were just... Whoa, my precious carpet. You just got ash on my rug. You're gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us. It was already like that, mate. You someone to argue with me? Is that what you doing? You think you can take me on? I'm gonna flatten you because you used to pancakes and turn you into my new rugs. Ah. Oh. Don Tigre, you're back. Ah, the voice. It's like evil seeping through your head through your ears. I'm sorry, Don Tigre. I knocked over the ashtray earlier, and... she's got a death wish or what? Alright! Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing. What? Maybe what? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? It's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. Ah, Phoenix Wright. Yes? You was either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you're gonna come and mess up my plan. So it wasn't. He's my phony. Huh, but I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, right? There's a few things I want to ask. Roar. Ah, no questions. This is the last time we meet. Wait. Please. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until it was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you'll want to talk. I didn't hear you scream all it. I didn't hear you scream it either. The espresso? Ah. And cookies? This woman is definitely not good for my heart. No, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tenderlander. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest and an restrictive repayment policy. Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well? We will tenderly lend you a little bit extra here at Tenderlander. Hey Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 that you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tenderlander is on your side. Hehe. So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then? We give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Right. I think I'd rather skip down. Hey, just remember to make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here, that incident. Let me see. I was here that day, with the manager. The manager being the tiger? Furio Tigre. Furio? Tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from. Xeniofkov's a real name, Nick. Hurry up and find out more about him. $42, huh? Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre. Tigre. Cookie? Sure. How do you like my cookies? Don't bake them myself. Hehehe. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. No. Ladies first, Maya. Hehehe. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. Why are the tiger and the scary girl doing working together? We are lovers. It's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. I know Don Tigre in my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you? Please address him probably as Don Tigre, otherwise I'll have to... Okay, Don Tigre, of course, I'm sorry. He saved your life? Sure like to know how that happened. I'm very frail, you see. Just recently I died, once. Hee. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope. I guess you were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx. But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding it a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. Still wonder what was in the coffee. So is that why you got a bandage around your hand? Hee. This? So what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. Hee. A fatal injury? Well, I just suffered one myself by the sounds of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you died once. Oh boy. Oh no, we're not doing this. Oh no! What do you mean 4? Ugh, she really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. Back to the square, huh? There he is, old Stevie's back feeding the pigeons again. There, take this. Then this. And get out of my park. Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya. Just keep your head down and let's sneak away from him while I still can. What? Why? Hello, old man? What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Huh. Hey, you just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo! PP pigeon, huh? Look, we really need to talk about you, alright? Out with the demons! In with the good fortune! Ow! Cease! Shell splinters! Painful! I was near you were a demon, Maya. It's not Satsubun, come on now. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. The dirty old man who was so busy looking at the servant girl's backside that he can't remember her face, a filthy depraved animal. No, not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into the young lad's Jeffercino. We hear you. And another thing, the young layabouts is wearing an earpiece, on the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles. I'm really sorry. So I made a little mistake about the face, so what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-eyed brat. Take this. You said you were a crossman, right? The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me outside in droves. Surely it's not that. Come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. You hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up the dribbling old judge's nose. Ugh. And scream right down his ear hole. Objection! Oh, so you didn't want to become a liar, I mean, you're on? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out. If I let him start rambling now, he might never shut up. What should I do? Suck it up, cut in. Actually, we've got places to go and maybe check stuff, so maybe another time? It's fine, whatever. Just don't forget, I've got a tsunami worth of grumbling to do. Yes. This girl right here is really looking forward to hearing it all, honest. What? I never said that. Come to the place where I work, then. Here, bring this along with you. What is this? It's covered in cheese. This kind of coupon for a burger? You also have someone to grumble at, huh? Although, it is a burger joint. Yeah, we need to hear him out, don't we? Oh. We don't want to. I really don't want to. Guess it's better if I let him talk. So there's not much to call for Crossman these days, huh? Of course not, you idiot! All I'm good enough for is running, nowadays is for running errands. Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I? Some sort of 2-bit community handyman? Well... Buy some bread. Now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost. That's what they're trying to say. Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant. I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did you just say? At home and at that restaurant? Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Trebian? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did. The very end of the day, the young bread is poisoned. What? So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The serving girl collapsed. And I broke his face. It all happened so fast. I was in a bit of a daze, you see. And then the owner shouted over to me. Excusez-moi, you, call the police. Call them yourself, I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time. So, you did end up calling the police? Like I said, I'm in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Huh, do I look like I have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You weren't looking for one? Couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened, yes, sirree, the owner was at Trebian on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me a chance. But you all bullied me out of the courtroom. Sigh, thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute. Just in case there's more, I've got more to say. Oh yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault, you're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that that man alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Oh sure, you go ahead and say that I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have gotten myself covered in pigeon poop instead, huh? We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie, and from Mr. Armstrong. Looks like Mr. Armstrong is out again. But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out of me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Oh, Mr. Wright! Hello, Maggie. So, they finished questioning you. Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Aren't you scared? It's pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. What do you mean? Everyone else's testimony's not much up either. Not that I remember of the incident anyway. It's possible she's the one misremembering things. Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep. There are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee, I'm sure it was him. When did Mr. Kudo testify earlier today? That it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, it's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah! The MC Screwdriver album, right? It's MC Bombermeyer. The name was scrawled on the sports paper as well. They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. It's gone missing too. Ouch, my hat. It's getting way too complicated for me. You said that you passed out when the victim Glenn L collapsed, right? Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was busy with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Trebian. No, no idea at all. Why? Isn't it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly. And you, Maggie, you were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. Gah. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog at its feet. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. But I don't know. He thinks that the man says something up for some reason, sir. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure out something out. Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old CD. Feeling much better after the trial this morning. Feels like forever since I saw a witness this as slippery as that old man. It's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, spill it all and see what you make of it. So anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh. Creepy? Cackling? Why do I get the feeling I've come across this woman like that recently? Of course, there's only like a limited amount of characters in this game, and like they're all involved somehow. Here's the police force minimum cost, wait a nurse and connection help you. Okay. Oh, I don't let it go down to you. No? Oh, right, the lunchbox. Oops. Oh yeah, I got something you're going to love. Really? What is it? It's a lunchbox, just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? No, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like you put a lot of effort into making this too. I can't accept this. Detention center rules, no gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are the rules, I'll look you up if you break them. Somehow when an ex-cop stunt waitress says that, it seems a lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But she's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But no, I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. Well, how was it? I did a spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. Main server room just up in smoke. Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's already here. Superintendent? He's here for a luncheon. And there's a problem with the internet too. I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas. It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing a switch. Oh! Just when some young guy was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. Wow, this place is really busy. Something must be going down. Something really big. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Look at Gumshoe. You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We got big problems here today. Why? What's going on? It's a virus. A virus. Virus, yeah. Great pronunciation, minor. It's virus. Yeah, virus on computer is not good. It's gonna steal all police information. A virus? A virus. There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. We really need to ask you some questions. Okay, I'm only going to say this once, so listen up. Yes? No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear? Okay. If you got money trouble, you just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. Ah, well, we're not thinking about borrowing money, detective. We want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Dandelion was considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. And it seems like it ran into trouble just recently. These guys have been pretty heavy-handed, calling in all their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I'll get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did you just say? That lady? Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick? You better find out what the story is with this lady. So what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know. What? Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? And there I told detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with that face, pal? You think I know what a virus is? Well, Nick, do you? Computer virus? Sure, I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. Yeah, I'm going to call you Dr. Wright from now on. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine, I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you. A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode? No, the damage is, well, it's all internal. So the inside goes boom, right? Imagine all the case data that you got stored on your PC here in the station. A virus could wipe all that, wipe out all that. It's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Whoa, that's scary. Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps on spreading faster and faster. It's like a real virus, huh? But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? Yeah, it takes ages to type in all the data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No, people don't affect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else. Huh? It's horrible. Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Godot so he catches a cold. Right, then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he's too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Who? What? Where? When and why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. It's a bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? Kinda feel like I've heard the name of the virus called somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? Feel like I've heard of it before too. Like... No one named it. What do you mean? Detective Gumshoe, about this. What? I'm trying to concentrate on Maggie and this virus right now, so I... Ah! This is it! The stupid name, I remember now! I thought so, here it comes. Don't just nothing yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya, don't have to cry about it. The name's scribbled on a sports paper and written on the CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber. What? Yeah, the virus that just infected every computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber. Can you give us any more details, please? We already knew about the MC Bomber virus for a while back. The group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of the law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands went mad. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer in the public offices in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like the dancing at Carnival. All the stuff with criminals and viruses. It almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently the programmer who made this virus is a real genius or something. Focus right now is on tracing the route of this virus back to the black market. You mean someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, and because of this one's so powerful, you're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. Millions? A virus can be worth that much? That's the girl who works over at Tenderlander. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? It should be the least of your worries, pal. What's this supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadaverini. Well, looks like a proper scumbag. How many sci-fi movies focus on violence and criminals? I can think of a few, but it's not really what I would associate with sci-fi. No, not really. Not really anymore, huh? Maybe at some point it was like science fiction, but at this point it's just reality. Bruto Cadaverini. Do you know what it is, Nick? Never heard of him. Bruto Cadaverini's the boss of the Cadaverini family. Cadaverinis? That's a scary sounding name. We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? Cadaverini is a wonderful name. Yeah, a bit on the nose, huh? No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to. I better get some more info when it comes about his family. You talked about the family. Oh, why is it on top? I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis? Who are they? Scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared, what's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop, these guys are scary. They've got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them, they've got too much moolah. Moolah? As in, pretty much control all the cash in the city's black market. The black market, huh? And that includes Tenderlander, I take it. Sure, no one sends up to Bruto Cadaverini. And I mean, no one. Interesting. So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then? Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little girl. She means everything to him. So... how did she end up at Tenderlander? I don't know, pal. But she and the boss of Tenderlander were pretty tight. Tight? That's what it said in the file I read related to Maggie's case. Sounds like a pretty important clue. Ah, can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing. And it is? You know, the lunchbox. How did everything go? Lunchbox? You remember, the weenies. I hate weenies. So, did my weenies... Phrasing. So how did my weenies taste when it went down the hatch? Huh? Well... it was delicious. Yeah, is that what she said, really? Oh, well, not exactly. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox. Uh-oh. Do me a favor again, pal, and deliver this. Sure as a heavy burden. More ways than one. Just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring it to her. Your weenies again, Nick. Tell me we don't have to eat all of these too. Gently mid-handsbox fills his stomach with love and plenty of weenies. Why did he call it weenies? Why not just sausages? Come on now. I really can't eat any more. Are we done here? Or? Yeah, we're done here. I guess we're not supposed to be here either. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Hmm? Oh. Wait, was it that before? About Mr. Alec. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry, why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Oh, fuck off. Not you two. Not you two. 3 Cyclops. I guess Mr. Alec has every other man, like every other man with his own pile of secrets. Surely I've got the stuff for that now, right? Yeah. I'm abusing the story button a lot, aren't I? Well, at least it points me in the right way. I try to use that and open a guide every now and then, though. So how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Alec was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service? What you talking about? Guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Alex Stroll have to do something with this? Well, what do you think? I'm not sure. Excuse me, can you answer this man's query, please? Okay. It was not that. So I'm afraid it is the situation, you see. Did you good people all follow that? Not even slightly, but it was that mumbo jumbo. So I guess my programmer explained. Alright, what do you want me to shove in the face then? Lottery ticket. What's that? A lottery ticket. However, I don't know if these on the victim's table at the scene of the crime. What's the relevance of that? The victim is Glenn Alec. And a gambling habit, indeed. Don't think that's a logical conclusion based on facts. Everyone dreams of being rich. Even I listen to Millionaire Radio. Which is right, it's a bit weak on its own. So Mr. Alec's gambling wasn't restricted to the lottery, was it? Horse racing tickets. The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and he lost a lot of times. It's gotta have to hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps? No! You're right, Glenn did have a gambling problem. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he, for $500,000? Yeah, but... it's hard to imagine how could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Relic would have won $500,000, in the end. But that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Stark's real problem is that someone was something more terrifying and ferocious. Tiger Dude? Furio Tigre, the boss of a loan office called Tenderlander. Tenderlander? People in business should think harder before naming their offices. Like you'll want to talk. Well, what did you think? Firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No. I mean about Mr. Alec. You think Glenn has something to do with this Furio Tigre? Yes. I'm sorry, I don't know of any connection between the two of them. Really? Because I could prove that Mr. Alec and the Tiger knew each other. Do we? Do we? I'll write this. Pretty obviously. Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of the loan office called Tenderlander. This is who Mr. Alec met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. Oh! It's true that Glenn had racked up a bit of a debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000? Ouch. But I heard he won the lottery, so it should have been clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but... he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspect he was talking about programming. That computer program is worth $100,000. Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work. I'm so close to cracking her. Program in question. Is it by any chance this? Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's affecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Balmer. No! Well, yes. Glenn's had more processing power than any computer, but has been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes, $100,000 in debt, not an easy amount to repay. So? He said he was taking on some extra work, something a bit risky. Risky? How? Maybe I was going to become a waitress at Bien. How do you come up with those ideas? So it's safe to say that Mr. Alec was the creator of this virus, huh? The MC Bomber virus? Yes. It was a work of genius. In a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million in the black market. Inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change. This date, December 3rd, is marked on his calendar. It was his deadline for repaying his debts. Computer virus made by Glenn Alec potentially with millions of dollars. I guess we won't be needing those horse racing tickets anymore. Losing horse racing tickets from back on the floor. Here's the trash can, Nick. I guess we go back to the loan office now. Yeah. I guess that means he's shoving it to Magatama in her face. Alright. 4 of them, Jesus. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes. The operation was very difficult, apparently. Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somewhere, right? Hee. Did your injury in question have something to do with this? Well, donuts? Huh? I baked them myself. Homemade donuts? Have one. What's inside? Jam and... No, I'm sorry, but I didn't quite catch that. Hee hee. Thanks, but no thanks. I think I'll pass, because that was a flop. I have your car repair bill. From this it seems pretty obvious that the car was involved in an accident. Let me see that. Spills May is out to the Cadaverinis. Yes, it is. I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me? Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. My relations with the Cadaverinis is very strong, this is why. I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. God damn that name. You sustained an injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me. It was a motorbike, or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try to avoid it, but... I see, she's got him by the balls, huh? I took a blow to the head. A bad one. Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right? I don't know. What happened to them? They ran away, so I heard. Run away? If they stayed, I'd have... Hee hee. Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been... I mean, from the image, it's obviously him, but he's getting sued to all hell, so no more. I don't want to think about it anymore. Here, try one of these tomatoes. Well, I'll pick them together with my family and my own special flavoring. No thanks. Yeah, it is him. It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident. It wasn't Don Tigre, I refuse to believe it. I mean, it's pretty obvious on this, but he doesn't seem to, like, other than being scared of her, he doesn't seem to have any, like, relation with her, to this accident, but, yeah. Just didn't want to take the image for face value, I guess. We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he? It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash, I can feel it. Because one of her locks is, just broke, so she must be suspected it was him too. Sorry, Miss Cadaverini. But I've proved that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike. Oh my god, I got 3 pages of fucking evidence at this point already. It's not even the final case. It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre runs around on a scooter, doesn't he? Honestly, that scooter doesn't really fit him. And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cadaverini? You know the truth, don't you? He? This repair bill was made by Fiero Tigre. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they? It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me I know that may be true. I knew it. But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive. How much are we talking? Very, very expensive. She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an exact number. Should back off. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him. I just think he doesn't want to get in bad graces with your family, but sure. Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but for someone else. To represent the old fart again? Yeah. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money? $1 million. It's impressive how bland she looks compared to some other characters in this franchise. 4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really? Well, I guess you should have in 4 months. It couldn't have been too big. He said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million bucks? My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay. $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This has to be related to the poisoning case somehow. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. But I knew it wasn't really true. Wow, I'm sorry. What he did to get the money it was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these. What are these? Medical papers? I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer. He simply couldn't refuse. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. That's not the proper accent for that. $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. Oh, I feel so bad for Viola. It's inexcusable. Huh? Now, 2 things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Is everything alright, Nick? We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. I won't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Don't throw everything away. Where are we going now? I thought we would be done with this point, but hey. Ah, bonjour! I've been waiting for your return. Mr. Armstrong? Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, I hasn't got anything to say to you, fellas. Ah, it's Zinnioff. What are you calling Zinnioff? Ah. Come out from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. What? You also want to play games with me? I don't recommend it. The medical papers now. Uh-oh. I think once for you I could ever read these papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Just could have really trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it. The girl's dumber than an eggplant. You also want to know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad. And I ain't only her face. She thinks she got power because she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court. I'm going to expose what you did to her, or did you get the 1 million to use to pay this off? You better start fucking running, Nick. Are you crazy something? I don't care if you want to give to me or not. There's 2 of us there. You got that? 2. Oui. Mr. Armstrong? Forgive me, désolé. I cannot argue with him. God damn it, you bastard. You French fuck. Ugh. That really hurt. That's all you got. I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get a lighter. Wait. Don't take it too hard, Phoenix Wright. That was so stupid, I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Well, fuck us, I guess. Hold it, pal. Oh shit. Detective Gumshoe? Detective? You used to think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Ugh. Whoa! Come on, Gumshoe. Keep it together. You guys, get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But... Go, pal, and take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright, thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind. Man, you can really go to Gumshoe when you need him, huh? I can leave him with that guy tomorrow in court. 10 to London is going down. Like, Gumshoe might be an airhead at times and, like, useless, but he sure is a friend, that's for sure. Or a pal, if you will. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Maggie. So, what do you think is going to happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well, and there's only a giant mystery. That's true. And we still haven't solved a single part of it yet. Okay, Nick. Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. I saw that, a little flash of doubt in your eyes. No, this wasn't doubt, it was, determination. Why don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. You better get going to the defendant's seat. Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you. Hey, pal! Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Quit stressing Maggie out, she doesn't need that. How did she know she was stressed? I was watching through the doorway. Oh. You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Here, maybe this'll help. Huh? Have you taken up aromatherapy too? Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me that you don't remember this thing. Come to think of it. It doesn't look like one of those aromatherapy bottles. It's a small bottle that turned up at Trebian's kitchen a couple of days ago. Oh, look at these little bottles. Oh, the aromatherapy oils. He's got so many they're overflowing onto the floor. Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others. Well, what do you know? It doesn't have a label either. Yeah, doesn't smell. Finally got the analysis results back from the lab. So, what is it? Is it the poison? I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication. Medication? Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently. For ears? You mean? Yeah, it's a medication Glenn Alec was using for his ruptured eardrum. What was Glenn Alec's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? Well, I mean, we figured out that the chef is a fucking thief, so... what about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that? Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle. Well, there are, and you might have gotten something on the prints, but... It's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence. Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure your defense is impregnable today, got it? Today's trial. I'm going to expose that guy for what he's done, though my name isn't Phoenix Wright. Oh boy, here we go again. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor. Very good, then we get underway at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems. The mark on the rim of the cup shows the victim drank from his with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand. Thank you, Mr. Godot. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in the ear. Amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, Nick. Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it. You've lost me already, Mr. Godot. Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. Only losers think like that. You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules. Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions? You know the answers to these riddles? The old guy wasn't just throwing seeds in there, he was throwing us off the scent. And today I'll prove it. Very well. What's the first witness take the stand? Who even is the witness? Oh. Oh no. And you are? Oh, bonjour everyone. I'm Jean Armstrong, the owner and the chef of the Très Bien restaurant, enchanté. Yeah. Forgive me for asking, witness, but are you a woman? Oh la la, monsieur. As you can see, I'm a pert and perky gentleman, no? On the day of the incident, you were in Très Bien's kitchen. Isn't that right? With you, monsieur. Huh? Everything feels right! Oh no, he's flirting with Godo. Huh. Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't that anything intimidate this guy? Very well, your testimony, please, witness. Please tell us the court what happened today at Très Bien. We! It's not even sure, I just started pronouncing it all the word. When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some of the new Art Deco today. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Yes, perhaps that's what the old man was looking at. The cup, the earpiece, and the glasses. He would have seen everything in reverse, no? Yeah, that solves a lot of issues. Mirror? Yes, a grand mirror. A most enormous mirror. And suddenly the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps on turning, so roll with it. That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front. What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Alright. Oh, no, not story mode, I want to press this. And who were the 2 customers exactly? Well, of course, the young man who died? And the other, not so young man. You're referring to yesterday's witness, I presume? What about the other man Maggie said she saw at the table? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to discuss his existence. He's not actually French? Oh no, it makes it even worse. Swallow there. We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we? I guess we just have to try a different approach for the time being. Oh no. No. Just keep pressing the wrong button. You were experimenting with Art Deco. Now I've never heard about it before today. You're not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur? Please stay on topic. Now why didn't you tell the court about this before? But I did, just a few moments ago. Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of deco couture? No, Art Deco is a style of design, Your Honor. It's talking about interior design, walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing. Ah, yes, of course. That deco. I was trying to achieve a more effeminate look of my restaurant. I was planning to use the most bold remodeling of the decor. How big of a mirror are we talking about here? Whoa, something about 4 meters wide and, 2 meters high. Let's see, 1 meter is about 1 yard. Holy glass in the frame, that's huge. I was intending to install it on the ceiling eventually. The ceiling? Is there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember. No, I decided to not go through with it in the end. What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or not? Press harder. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there was nothing about the mirror in Mr. Kudo's and Maggie's bright testimonies. But... Objection! You didn't ask, right? You only have yourself to blame for such sloppy work. What? A mirror was delivered to Trebian the day before the incident. Really? As Mr. Armstrong testifies, he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end. This just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Trebian, it doesn't prove that it was in a restaurant on the day of the crime. Huh. If you want to doubt someone's right, look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough. So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in the mirror? Normally I expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object. Normally? How does normality come into this? Yeah, this entire game franchise in a nutshell, isn't it? It's lame, Wright, even for you. Huh? Are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, it isn't possible? Is that it? Why does that leave the porky-headed liar and the top-notch chick over there? And the ungodly cool guy with the mask over here? Well, that's right. Not the hair. I do not have a top knot. Mr. Godot's correct. A lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument. Bien, logic as one day. Everything? You would have seen everything in reverse. Oui. Hey Nick, we should take a second think about what old CD said about his testimony. How did he phrase it again? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can look me up if I'm wrong, it was his left ear without a doubt. And then use the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. If you saw everything he described reflected in the mirror, then everything he said saw on the left was actually on the right, huh? And that clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess, or does this? Huh. It's kinda hard to believe everything is the fault of the mirror, but... I think old CD saw everything through a reflection. If he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony. But it just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. I'm gonna dig deeper. Where was the mirror to begin with? Nothing of the new stuff. Why do we still have this? Shit, I don't want to look at this guy's face anymore. If anything, it's distracting me.
Objection!
The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we? Where I was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can look me up if I'm wrong, this is the left ear without a doubt. So, to summarize, we've been told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. After Mr. Kudo solves that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side. Exactement, you see, monsieur. Now that you think about it, it's not so hard, no? Unfortunately, that's why we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. Of course, it isn't the left side, so if Mr. Kudo really does really see everything in the mirror, why is it the HMD is on the wrong side of his hat? Order. Mr. Wright is correct. If the witness generally observed the victim reflected in the mirror, then we would expect the victim's eyepiece to have been over the right eye.
Objection.
How bitter. Try to shoot up a taste of this bitterness and calm me down in no time. I'm talking about your coffee or something completely different. You don't understand the way the witness thinks. How he thinks? You remember this, I presume? I broke the vase, sorry apology letter. I mean, Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony? Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. That was the most striking thing about Mr. Alec. Clearly it's the victim's eyepiece. And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Alec's HMD made a big impression on the old man. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear, you hear? His left ear. Well, try. Ugh. That's the worst but best impression of Kudo ever. No, I really thought it was all teeth for a minute there. Good as good. Enough. We must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony. Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of a contradiction you just find is just a rash. A mirror can be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court. We're all ears. We can explain. Please, if you will, look at the plans of the restaurant. Hello, is everyone sitting comfortably? The mirror was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves. Why would we get something this big? There's only one seat from which you could have seen an image from the victim. And that was the seat at the table next to the victims. That was where the old man was sitting. After the terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally did not touch anything else. See no problems with the explanation we have just heard. From the table next to the victim, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror. What a naughty little coquette I am, confusing all the men like this. Don't worry about it. It's my line. Hey, we can keep up, except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again. I hate that guy. You say he didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that? Volunteers, of course. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please. So, run this by me again. The mirror was here, correct? Oui, really? Because if I know if I were you, I wouldn't have put a mirror there. It would be in the way. Look, we're starting, Wright. Huh? You're obstructing my view, among other things. But this is my seat in the courtroom. Fabian's charm is that it gives you the impression that you're the only customer. Temporarily placing a mirror in the spot would hardly be in the way. But unlike you, Wright. I tell you, monsieur, the mirror was there, in the middle of the restaurant. And why would that be? Ooh la la, look at how you lean towards me. I always attract the younger boys. Maybe I should keep you in suspense a little longer. Mr. Armstrong, tell the court what you know at once. I attract the older ones too, you know, and handsome. Shall I teach you too? Don't enjoy this, though. I'm already seeing a very hot someone, so I'm afraid she'll be waiting for a long time. I bet she has matcha cream skin and cappuccino perfume. Fine, I'll tell you, there was only one seat from which you could have seen. So why can you only see the victim from that particular seat? No, I mean, sure, it's obvious, no? If you look at the plan, you'll understand. The victim would have been reflected in a mirror like this. I mean, if you would have been sitting at like the very bottom right, you still would see the victim, though. If you were sitting at the table next to him, you would see everything, no? So that's the seat old seat you're sitting at on that day. And the poisoning happened. The old man was sitting at the table next to the victim? Why doesn't that seem kinda odd? Okay. Did you move the mirror while Mr. Kudo was off calling the police? Yes, exactly. We carried it out to the restaurant about then. You moved a huge mirror like that all by yourself. What can I say? I know how to pick things up, handsome. Godo actually laughed at something. Well, given the witness's physique, I suppose it's possible. Do you have anything else from the crime scene, Mr. Armstrong? I look like the obliging type now. Are you sure about that? I touched nothing else except the mirror. Mr. Wright, is there something the witness has said that doesn't match the crime scene? Yeah, there is. Just can't put my finger on what exactly. Stole a winning ticket, that's what's been stolen. Huh. Suffering from a case of heartburn, right? Oh, I've just a thing for that. Anointed with the golden mirror and Frankenstein's. What? Add a few drops to your coffee and voila, enjoy. Focus, Phoenix. Breathe. I need to ignore this too and just find some evidence. It's pretty strange though, isn't it? I mean, nobody mentioned anything about a really large mirror. You think someone would have used something, someone would have, but Maggie didn't and needed it all teeny. Then the only logical explanation is that there was no mirror inside Fabiana Day. I just gotta prove it, somehow. No, no. I mean, that was stolen at some point, so I was like figuring like maybe it was them, but no. Objection! The bat. No, it's not the bat, shut up. This piece of evidence contradicts with the testimony of it. Yeah, because the picture shows that there was no mirror. The crime photo? Yes. This photo clearly shows that it theoretically should not exist. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? Should it exist? Huh. Sounds like you're describing yourself, right? No, then the defense would please clarify its statement. Why is there something that should not exist in this photo? I hate pointing things out. I mean, the guy then, no? This is what should be in the picture. I'm sorry, I'm afraid you lost me. Suppose it's up to the defense to clarify the defense's claim. Something that shouldn't exist is clearly... Wait. I'll change my mind, Your Honor. Last thing I read now is scalding hot coffee shower. I'm fucking this one badly. We'll be delighted. Objection! I guess we'll just have you pointing it out too, Dan. It's the vase, isn't it? think it's pretty obvious that this is what should be in the picture. The face? What possible connection does it have with the witness's testimony? Your Honor, I'm telling you that there should have been no face on this table. Because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence. It's one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there's an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo is not in fact sitting at the table next to the victim at all. Don't be an idiot, right? It's impossible. That seat's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from. Exactly. There's only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There is no mirror in at the end of the day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie. Mon Dieu! Don't try to confuse the court, right? Obviously the witness has cleaned up the face. The witness cleaned up the face. While the police was taking the time to get into the crime scene. Because he said he didn't touch anything. Unfortunately, Miss Godard, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified the contrary, in his own words. I did not touch anything else except the mirror. Ugh. Ah! Look. I like it when he starts drinking fast. Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself? Sniffle. I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant today. In light of this revelation, I'll return back to the original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in his ear which he couldn't hear? Nah. You only get one shot on life. There is no turning back. If you want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, try. And this problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw? If I can answer this, then I'll be much closer to the truth. I can feel it. Let me just do this. Are you going to be okay? Can you really stop this contradiction, eh? It's more than just one contradiction, Maya. What do you mean? Oh, Maggie told us. There was an older man at the victim's table. And there was a sample CD in the victim's table. And all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is adding up. Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind the contradiction in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple. Mr. Kudo made a mistake, the ear doctor made a mistake, the victim was a phony. The victim was a phony? In this case it's riddled with contradictions. It was one very simple answer that clears them all up. And what's that? The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced are two completely different events. What? Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn Alec at all. It was an imposter! The phony pretended to be Mr. Alec. Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left ear drum. That's how he ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake. What the fuck is this going? Phew! Order in the court, settle down, all clear the courtroom. Quiet, Gramps. Why don't you clear out of here, huh? What did you say? That's right. Are you saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup? Yes. Someone pretended to be Glenn Alec and acted out of the wall coffee poisoning. All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo. That's real trite. Why would anyone want to do that? Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was... The servant girl brought him a cappuccino, but she put something in it. It's the servant girl, right down in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. It's so hard to believe, but... There was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bride in the act of poisoning the coffee. Objection. Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's store was a fake as well? It's true that there were no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but... It's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening. That's right. Well, witness? If your restaurant really was the scene of such a theatrics, you would have known about it, correct? Ooh la la. This is most difficult for me. Oh, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify. You're under oath after all. Was in fact a phony at the end of the day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tells the whole truth about what happened. The defense's request for additional testimony is accepted. You will accurately explain in detail the events in the restaurant today. Oh, oui. The victim, Monsieur Alec, he came to my restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. There were no other customers. When he got word he won the lottery, Mr. Alec became very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred. No, there was no time for a phony to do the acting. I want to check something real quick. Just so we're clear, there was no mirror in the restaurant after all. Between. Well, that doesn't help much. Je vous demande pardon. Forgive me, Your Honor. I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly. What if just zones commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong? I will decide how to punish you later. We. For now, we will hear your cross-examination, Mr. Wright, if you please. You took the perjury charge a bit too well. But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination. Was the old in the stable as well? Yes, I saw him from the kitchen. Yet the defendant, Miss Bright, remembers it differently. She swears there was another man at the victim's stable. Huh. Unfortunately for you, Wright. Yesterday's witness also testified that the victim was alone. You know, seeing you squirm like that reminds me of a certain coffee bittersweet bite. What kind of coffee has he been drinking? It's not coffee, it's love. It's love that's bittery sweet. Hearing Maya say that makes it seem wise all of a sudden. My old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct? Oui. He comes often for my special coffee. I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. It's special, I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience. Oh, you make me so happy, monsieur. You're most welcome anytime. I said it was worth one sip, and nothing more. So, old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe we should ask him about the arrival in more detail. What time was it? Out of curiosity about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived? Oh, no, I cannot remember, monsieur. I believe we were told by a witness yesterday. The crime was reported at 2:25 PM by a kind of scary old man. Does it perhaps jerk your memory, you witness? The incident happened about 20 minutes after he arrived. So, the victim must have arrived between 2 PM and 2:10 PM, no? Just after 2, huh? Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, monsieur. You're wonderful. Ha ha ha! I can't stay here all the time and do nothing now, can I? The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony. Yes, monsieur Judge, everything I do it for you. Merci bien. That's French, isn't it? Haha. I'm glad at least one person's in a good mood. He's even humming a song to himself. Yeah. I'm gonna save here to be sure, but I think I found the issue already. I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong. What do you mean? At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show I was listening to was Millennial now. Yeah, right. Millionaire Radio. Each week they announce the winning numbers of the $500,000 lottery ticket. Yes, that must be the show that Mr. Alec was listening to. Can't see any problems with his testimony, Mr. Wright. I wonder. You say the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 PM, correct? Yes, I'm sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I just finished serving the lunch menu. Get to the point, right? You have one. If you have one. That show is broadcast live at 1:30 PM. And it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life. It's on the hour at 1:30? No, supposedly the victim made some noise when it was announced he had won. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 PM. Because the show had already finished more than 30 minutes early by the point in time. No! This victim we've been told about has been nothing but impossible. Listening to the radio with the up-to-date room? Catching a show that was already over? There's only one conclusion that you can draw from these facts. This victim was an imposter, acting out opposing 30 minutes after the real murder. Yes, there were 2 Glen Alex in Trebian today. The real Glen Alec, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer, and the phony Glen Alec, acting out the events for the Mr. Cooter to witness. That certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how would you explain this time discrepancy? Quite a performance, right? You're almost on the wall. But Sally, you lack the rock-hard foundation and the rhythm to build your song. What's this? Music Theory 101? Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 PM. The phony Alec is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain then why the real Glen Alec is? I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court, however, at that time the real Glen Alec was already dead. That's certainly the obvious conclusion. Thank you, Wright. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say. What? Now I presume you can prove this theory of yours. Can you explain where the missing corpse went to? The missing corpse? According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there. If that customer was a phony Glen Alec, then why did the killer hide the body of the real victim? The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. If your theory is to stand up to examination by the court, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution's question. Where did the killer hide the body? Yes, Your Honor. No conjecture, Wright. Let's say some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden. Evidence? I don't think I've anything for that now, do I? Maybe? Yeah, not really. What's with the intense pressure in there all of a sudden? I thought I had him as a contradiction. But you turned all around and backed me into a corner instead. Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the real Mr. L concealed? I want to say outside, but is it true? Inside. It would have to have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Rabia. Interesting. But where could the body have been hidden inside of a restaurant? Perhaps you take care to show the court on these plans, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I know, in the kitchen? What the fuck if I know, honestly? Exact location where the body was concealed inside Rabian is. Kitchen. Yeah, kitchen. The body was in here. I see. Nice supposition. The real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location? I guess. Hello, Max. Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle? No. I've never seen a ugly bowl before in my life. I only use the very best bowls, monsieur. The highest quality, only for me. Where was the bowl found, Mr. Wright? Interestingly enough, Your Honor. It was found in the kitchen of Trebien. Quick? But I never use these bowls for my aromatherapy oils. But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains medication. What kind of medication? I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? And Mr. Alec visited an otolaryngological clinic. Fuck. I fucking hate medical words, chat. Like, what is this nonsense? Who thought up this word and thought it was a good word? Fuck this. Mr. Alec visited the clinic and was giving that medication today. You can't be serious. It depends on the contents of the bottle analyzed and have the lab results there. The contents of the bottle match the prescription that was given to Mr. Alec. What? Glenn Alec's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen. I'm a doctor. Have you ever seen a doctor's handwriting? I don't think we should take these guys' English for real, you know? At which time this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen? Mon Dieu. Yes, you know what I'm all about to say. It was you at the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Wright, however. You were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back. No. Order, order. This is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenn Alec? Never. I could not do such a horrible thing. No. Godot, are you fine? Why are you exploding? Oh. Sippy. Mr. Godot? The bitterness. I'm gonna take a sip as well. Good idea. Every time I got lied to, I was on a mug of coffee. Is that case Senator Armstrong? That's one of my rules. You have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now? And I like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take them down with my empty cup. Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear, my H-deficient friend? You voodoo mon pardon. Please, you must hear me out. It's a trap. Listen to me. Por favor. Por favor, it's Spanish. Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor, Spanish. Okay? I'm only going to ask you once. Did you do it? No. No. Absolutely not. Let's hear it. You've got one shot. Right, Gramps. Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godot's coffee mug awaits you. As does my gavel. Oui, it's clear. What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this. Calm down, Obi-Wan. Very well, begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong. Oh, he isn't gay, he's simply French. Don't worry about it. It's true, they did hide the body in the kitchen. The man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I didn't kill him, I swear it, you must believe me. You were forced? By who? No, I cannot say, or I will be erased. Let's try a different question then. When Mr. Malik died, was he really the only person at the table? There was... just mysteriously manifest there. There was another man. I knew it. Maggie was telling the truth. Maggie was just locked out so long that the entire fake thing just took place, huh? You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright. It's just one more thing I need to do. Gotta break this guy and get him to tell the name of the real killer. I think I just... oh, oops. I think I should just show the depth he had on like the little dialogue option. I'm not entirely sure if that will be it. Yeah. Skip over all this nonsense, I guess. You have $500,000 debt, don't you? $500,000? This is true, Mr. Armstrong. Wait, you're sweet as lit. I'm as weak and I borrowed the money. The money. This is Mr. Armstrong's Achilles heel. And that's why I couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this man. Yeah, this fuck. $500,000 loan for a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything. This man told you to. Oui, as I should say. Mr. Armstrong. The tiger. He told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business meeting. Rendezvous meeting, yeah. But people use rendezvous in English as well, so whatever. On the day in question, he was meeting the victim to demand that the victim to demand that his repayment is that he repays his loan. Fucking hell. You're cutting out the H's and I just can't. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried the body and unconscious Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen. I think we can now safely say that the man we forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre. I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison in the lottery ticket I found in the defendant's apron pocket. Was that you doing as well? No, I know nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it, it was not. It's despicable. Mr. Godot, you will summon this Fury Tigre as a witness. I doubt it can be arranged today, so I will adjourn for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow. Give me 5 minutes. 30 minutes, okay. 30 minutes, what? The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more. Don't sit back and relax yet, try. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way. Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Godot. We'll resume once Miss Tigre is ready to take stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess. Oh boy. This guy's going to be chewing up the scenery stand, isn't he? Of the scenery stand. The courtroom stand. Accusation stand? Whatever. Witness stand. He's going to be chewing scenery, rather. Whatever. So if we're only going to see the tiger on the stand, we've almost got this case won now, eh? I wish I could agree. Huh? And of course examined Mr. Armstrong just now. He said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth. You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong is lying? I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. Get the feeling that we don't have the case making evidence we're going to need. Hey, pal! Detective Gumshoe? What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end. Hey, that's what calling the kettle black, little Miss Top Knot. It's not a top knot. Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright? I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kinda get wound up. Ah. No kidding. You could have something you need me to do, pal. Anything. Well, hey, I'm going to take a jog back down to the precinct. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you've got an hour. An hour? The trial will have reconvened by then. But Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, do we? True. We had some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we seem to be really stuck. You said if we could get some fingerprint analysis on an hour. You bet. In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? Oh boy. Are we doing this again? I mean, I assume it's going to... No, I assume it's going to be this. Let's see. It was this. You're going back to the station anyway. Would you find out whose prints are on this? Oh hey! There's a small bowl I gave back to you this morning, right? Yeah. I think it's time we solved the last mystery of who the prints all belong to. Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me too. Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back. It's pretty much the final showdown, I guess. It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys. Oh man, my lips are dry. Second. Good while I reconvene. Mr. Godot, did you find this Furio Tigre? I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job, no problem. Tamed him? The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on. He's pretty lively. Be careful, he still bites. Very well, please show Mr. Tigre to the stand. Oh boy. Why are you streaming the Ace Attorney anime bloopers? That's a thing? Ah, Mr. Witness. Ugh. Ah. Don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there's room for me down there too. Would you mind? Yeah, fantastic. I need to look it up. What'd you say to me? No, nothing. I didn't say nothing, honest. Could have guessed that. Could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge. I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky? Ah, no, of course not. It was legit. Your water? Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Well enough, is it? Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal. That's it, we're doomed. Maybe you just didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in there? There's no need to shout, we can all hear you. What do you say? There's no point struggling. You're caught in the snare. The relentless snare of the law. Look at that. And I'm the one that hauled you in. Grr. That... too cool. Don't let him get the better of you, Nick. Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I know nothing about no stinking incident, Mask Boy. You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bright? Maggie Wu? I got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas. Of course. Well, perhaps you could give me your testimony then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder. Phoenix Wright. You was the one who set this up, didn't you? You was gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying? Gulp. Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today. Excuse me? What the fuck? Get a grip, Nick. What the fuck do you mean? Holy shit, he's so orange, I can't get over it. I don't know nothing about no murder. I started with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in office. I got the wheels lined up to borrow cash from Tender Lender every single day. You someone to check my alibi? Just ask via letter. Ah, I'll ask for my pen. Very well then, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Ah! What is it? Please, witness! If you could refrain from shouting out like that. I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no liar. He just punches away at stupid details until he wins. Lowlife? Me? Listen up, Smarty. Every time you ask something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000 because you're gonna borrow the cash from me. That's one loan contract I refuse to sign. And I don't think I ain't gonna hurt you entangled with a tiger. Huh. I love a good spectator sport. Just a minute. That's really not. This witness is, how can I put it, a hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side, and he'll bite everyone's head off. Yours too. Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here. You'd better be listening. So I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus. The court will impose a penalty rule for irrelevant pressing or witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You can do it, Nick. Come out from under there already, will you? Oh god, I guess I'm just gonna play this on auto then, if that's the case. Yeah, I'm just gonna auto this. I'm just gonna auto this. If I'm gonna get penalties for like, getting shit wrong and pressing the wrong things, like yeah. You should prepare your nail bat. Yeah. I'm not sure if we can take him down though. He's kind of big. I'm sure about it. We're talking about 1 month ago, you know. You see these thief? That's how sharp my secretary is. Sharp? Is he talking about Violetta Cadaverini? She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was. Seems like a rather, sketchy schedule. Grr. There he goes again. What the tiger did all in December isn't the issue. What's of importance is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So, now what? Press harder? Sure. Mr. Tigre, what do you want? What do you want? What do you use? I can't speak Brooklyn. I wouldn't mind going in a bit more detail. This is a dead end, right? And you know it. Remember the rules. No, it's essential. It's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately. I agree. The witness was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too? Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. Ain't no never seen that young kid before. I do believe the witness' last statement was important. Mr. Godot, if you could please. Mr. Tigre, the court asks you to add the last statement to your testimony. Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself. I guess just press this. No. Alright. Oh, of course. I'm playing this too safe because of the super penalty system. Mr. Tigre, you claim that you didn't know Mr. Glenn Alec. But it appears that Mr. Alec knew you. What? Mr. Alec left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. And the date? December 3rd. December 3rd? That's the day of the murder. So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you indeed did know one Mr. Glenn Alec. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him. Gah. Ha ha. Not bad. He was actually not bad. Sorry? Oh, I was just messing with you to see how good you were. You see, you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad. That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying to his teeth. Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated. You calling me a lie? What are you doing? Uh-oh. So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You also better believe the truth. Huh. I feel if I lean too much in on his views, I'm gonna sound like fucking Jar Jar Binks. But I know that's not what they're going for. And I say this gives me another time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is why I'll testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre. Oh yes, would you mind indulging the court witness? You never actually met the victim? It's gonna be a lie right there. Someone nailed this guy. I ain't no liar, I never met Glenn Alec. There was some lame guy with that name, though. He wanted to borrow cash from me. Set up a meeting with the guy at my office, Tender Lender. I went around for him, but he never showed. I ain't never been that Fabienne joint, you see. You're here. You see. Nah, whatever. I see, that all seems perfectly logical. They had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up. I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead. Very well. Maybe can you cross-examination, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make no biz now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you. Right. Ugh. Ain't no liar, never met him. Some lame guy with that name though wanted me to borrow cash. Set up a meeting with the guy in my office. Waited around for me and never showed. Never been to the Fabienne joint, you see? Okay, here. Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches? Matches? What are you talking about? We found them in your office at Tenderlander. They're from that restaurant. Have you really never been to Fabienne before? What was the book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk? You've been snooping around my stuff too now, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me? Order, order. Well, witness. I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? Oh, she was awake. I mean, she probably only... sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Forgive me. I ain't no pussycat. I ain't got no back on where I sat. But okay. I was at the joint today. What? Well, listen good, alright? I might have been there, but I didn't still have met a cat. Well, well. She was awake, so she probably wants out of the room in like a minute. Looks like an order just came from another testimony. Order came in from another testimony. This close to proving it was him. He did meet Glenn Alec that day. And he really did put poison in his coffee. He must have. Supposed to meet with a kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw an ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured the place wasn't all already. It was gonna be so it split. I heard the cop sirens on my way out. I went straight back to my office. I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Hold it. If you wait around there any longer, then I ain't even going to take the normal express. No more stupid questions. Huh. No problem. Anytime Wright presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty. Mr. Godot, that's my job. Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it. Yes, sir. Special Express ain't cheap, right? Just so you know since your pain. Oh man. Doesn't real fly me anything around here? No. I want to say is this because of the layout you couldn't be able to see anything, right? Yeah, because there's like a divider in the way. Is it going to be though is the question. Well, I'm just like thinking about the wrong things here. No, I was on the right track here. You're something of a lone collector pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigray? No one escapes the tiger's clutches. Well, I'm something of a lie detecting pro myself. And no one escapes the Phoenix clutches. I think it's time we got something straight. What's this, right? A new line of irrelevant questioning. These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigray. From there you feel a vision would have covered an area something like this. Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat. Isn't that where they just sat? Saw the back of the kid's hat. Unfortunately for you, that's not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables, there is a tall partition. Why, that's true. Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance of field of vision any customer walking in, can't here. So, from the entrance of the very end, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day because you met with him. Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at the stable. But an events just proved the point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Alec but a fake. What? In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade. That will do. This trial's gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenn Alec, and then impersonated his victim in the performance for Victor Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court. I wasn't sure if it was... No, just stand still. Okay. Obviously, the killer is Fury Tigre. No one else could have done it. What? Well, witness? Oh, that's cute. You used to think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got guts. You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's a defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. God damn it. Mr. Wright? Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. So you've got guts, I'll give you that. Mr. Wright, you don't let me handle this on my own. Huh. Perhaps I can end his embarrassment. Mr. Godot? Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. And old man didn't see just a victim, oh no. The serving girl brought him a Javicino, which put something in it. There's no question about it. Some white powder in there. Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? It doesn't matter. The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee. Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee. Very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack. Huh. Found your pen at last, right? It was in my pocket. But anyway. Mr. Godot witnessed the two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glen Alec, and the waitress from behind. Yes, your point, Mr. Wright. I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glen Alec really was the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible that the waitress was also part of the show. What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well? The defendant, Miss Wright, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her. Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed? Who is this woman? Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tenderlander. You are making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in another truck tonight if you know what I mean. Stop shaking, Nick. Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Wright, has stated the following. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, straight there was another customer in the restaurant. No, Zaz, that's not me. No. She was sort of creepy. And she had kind of a cackling laugh. There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table was nobody but Miss Bright seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim is in his left ear that the eardrum is ruptured. And the radio show is supposedly listened to half an hour after it was over. There's only one logical explanation to clear up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real and once for show. And Mr. Fury Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you. Witness? What have you got to say? Instead of thought of delinquents working together. God damn it. That's cute. Hey, just because I'm a delinquent doesn't mean that I condone murder. Well, depends on who's getting murdered, I guess. That's cute. Sorry. You was alright. I could do with a guy like you around. What do you mean? Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charge her with jet to get to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go. Something to think about. You just got it all wrapped up nice, alright? But you missed out on a really important thing. But it can't be. I was in the joint today, and I met that kid too. But I couldn't have poisoned them, you hear? What? You really expect us to believe this now, Mr. Tigre? Huh. What a troublemaker. Troublemaker? Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony. Indeed. Witness, will you explain yourself to the court? I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at 3 PM between yourself and the victim? Yeah, I loaned Al cash, about $100,000. That day was due to have a little chat. Kid had hit his paycheck date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. Hello, Dreadery. I wanted to flatten the guy and he starts screaming. Yes, I won, $500,000. You got lucky, you know? Real lucky. If the waiters hadn't done what you'd done, everything would have been over. Now, I see that the principal amount you loaned Mr. Alec was $50,000. Yeah, well, you got the Vic to take the Vic? The Vic to take it into his account. Interest builds up fast, you know. It's fast enough fast. $100,000 is twice his principal. And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question. Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case. His motive? If he has one. He has one. If he does have one, but what is it? I'm pretty sure it's going to be, this. So if Wright hadn't done what you done, everything would have been over. Just press him on it. The waitress, you mean? The girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair, what else could I mean? If she hadn't gotten away, things would have been bada bing bada boom, over and done with. Yeah, bada bing bada boom. Maybe she pushing this. That's what Maggie did. Not exactly implying the defendant did. How about you go ask Four-Wise about a $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad. She poisoned Alex's coffee. A likely theory. Your word hasn't held water lately, Mr. Degree. Let's not forget this witness was actually at the scene, right? Well, I don't exactly agree with some of the deals I sent down. I couldn't be there when the cops showed up, so I split. I see. Your Honor. The witness's last few statements are worth a good 2 cups of coffee. I concur, Mr. Godot. You will amend your testimony accordingly, witness. Haha. So that's what you was after, recent Phoenix, right? Still don't know why he's so goddamn orange. The target's trying to pin the crime on Maggie. If asking him about what he saw is only going to damage our case. What do you mean things could have been over and done with? Are you there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my $100,000 back, that's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before the waiters got in the way. As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony. Other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Oh, Mr. Wright? Are you happy with the testimony? Would you like to amend it? Do we like to amend it? Yeah, sure, I guess. I'm not going to get anywhere with the testimony as it stands. Your Honor, the defense would like to get the testimony amended. Very well. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect your recent statements, please. I did have no other reason to kill this guy. I mean, you needed $1 million, so... let's try presenting that. So you just intended to get back the $100,000 from Mr. Alacocha, correct? I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right. Unfortunately for Mr. Alec, $100,000 wasn't enough to cover it, was it? About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter, in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery. You know, it's surprisingly that he got in an accident on a scooter and he got off lightly. He's also not wearing a helmet there. That's bad. Where do you get all this info? In these medical paper document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. Payment for these expenses were due in December of last year, and was paid in full. $1 million? What preposterous sum! Someone should sue these HMOs. Huh. No one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up dead as a morgue. We Mr. Tigre had no choice but to obey, because his very life depended on it. Order, order, order. You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright? Indeed it did, simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini. Cadaverini. Did you say Cadaverini? Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all the underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. Pwah. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? Makes sense. You were desperate to acquire $1 million Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glenn Alex's life to pay your debt. Order, order, order. What do you say to that, witness? Ugh. It's a nice little fairy tale, right? But even if the witness did need $1 million, that doesn't tie him to Mr. Alex's murder. Mr. Alex only owed him $100,000 and had no hope of repaying it anyway. Yeah, that guy wasn't worth my spit. I don't think so. In fact, the opposite is true. The opposite? Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glenn Alec had no way to repay the money is crucial. What? Do you know where you're going with this, Nick? You got to think outside of the box, Maya. Outside the box? It's very straightforward. Mr. Tigre wasn't after the $100,000 at all. Seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? What exactly was Mr. Tigre after? The virus. Wait, oh, there it is. Glenn Alec was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. His skill was the collateral Mr. Alec put up in order to borrow the money. It's hard to explain how skill can be used as collateral to secure a loan, right? He had the skill to create a computer virus, and so he did. A virus known as MC Bomber. A computer virus? What does one of those do? A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer. A computer? What does one of those do? I guess the bit is only part of his holidays from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market. Mr. Tigre, you couldn't have cared less about the $100,000, isn't that right? All you cared about was one thing, the virus. Stop screaming. Going to turn red instead of orange. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on the CD. Glenn Alec had no way of paying back the $100,000 and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would have preferred to never happened, but he can't, and neither can I. The lottery win? Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Alec won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on an all-important CD. At least, in a legitimate way. And he just happens to have potassium cyanide on hand, huh? So he resorted to illegitimate means. It's crazy. He murdered Glenn Alec and then made his neck move, to frame Maggie Bright for the crime. Mr. Tigre processed Glenn Alec. As hard as that's to believe. While Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bride. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we heard to testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo. Like I said, Wright, it's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef would have been kept in the dark about it. But Mr. Armstrong is in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go with along with Mr. Tigre's plan. Oh, yeah, that seems like the case is done, right? Order, order. Silence are... You used to put on a good show, Spiky. If you want to stay alive in this loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid, created a witness and framed someone? If I did something crazy like that, I'd lay for trial as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to... a trail. Oh, whatever. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that. I agree. You do? Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why I took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bright had no way out. What? Another one, Mr. Wright? Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Wright? What was this trick you say Mr. Digweed performed to frame the accused? That's a fake Laura badge. What was that? What an insult to anyone think would be fooled by such a childless imitation. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigray, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago in this very court, you posed as me. What? That's the truth. But the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright. Although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing in here in this very court a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright would put up the most disreputable, shabby defense I've ever seen. Ugh. Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago as his man. Are you prepared to take the stand and testify that it was him? Hey! Forget about it, yeah? You wouldn't do something like that, not me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh? Have you no pride, sir? This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, Wright, here in court, we deal with people's lives. I think Mr. Godot is right. Your Honor, speaking for myself, I'm absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this cause as a judge, with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it. Oh. And if the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigray are dubious for sure, but it's not conclusive. But if it comes so far. Say he impersonated Glenn Elk, you say he impersonated you. And all of that adds up to a murder charge. If you don't have a single shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee. Nah. Huh. Sucks to be you, right? Don't mess with the tiger. You're gonna get mauled. You got that? All we managed to do was chase him around a bit. We were so close to getting him to admit his own guilt. Huh. Looks like I won't be needing a refill. Just as one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence and maybe we could get Maggie off the hook. The first presents his defense, the Panther. The witness's cross-examination is over. You're free to go, Mr. Tigray. No objection. Gumshoe, where are you? There you are. Your Honor, sir. He even gets a special art for it, damn. Wait! Detective? Detective Gumshoe! Sorry it took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, it works! So here it is. My house counting on this too. What is it, Detective? Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final decisive piece of evidence. What? What? Marry Joanne, ooh. Right, so did that conclude it? Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab. Results? About the prince, pal, from this medicine ball. Oh, so, do you know who the prince belonged to now? Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know. So, tell us. The tiger's right. I knew it. You bet. Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. There are a few tiger's paw prints, alright. It's great. Maybe we've got them now, Nick. What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's let everything on the line for this, Nick. I know. Look, I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to say, but... It really doesn't make any difference which prints are on the bottle now. Huh? What? Why not? What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger pulled poison in Glenn Elk's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on his bottle That really doesn't make any difference now. I knew it. Great, no matter how hard I try, I'm never of any use. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. This was the last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's alright, I'm a real loser. It's no breaking news to me, pal. Detective, Gumshoe, Maggie. You've been working on something for me. Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I'll get out of your hair now. Detective Gumshoe, wait. He's gone. Is there anything we can do now, Nick? I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. But there was only some way I could use it. Does Lion say that it's a bottle of cyanide? Hmm? Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you discovered. Yes. Not to keep us all in suspense, Wright, show us. Naturally. We can assume it's evidence that we'll actually stand up in court, can't we? Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste. How much more of my time are you gonna waste? I ain't been in court before. But Jews lie sure know how to blow things out of proportion. No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright. Well, I know I can't prove anything new with this evidence. I'm really backed into a corner here. But maybe if he thinks he's got me beat, he'll let this guard down a bit. Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present this final decisive piece of evidence to the court. I swear to God if it's something else. No, the game isn't fucking with me. Sure. This is the defense's final piece of evidence. Isn't that the victims? Your Honor. Naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. I've clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre. What? Oh, but Mr. Wright. What conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information? Anyone in here knows what the bottle contains. Except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark. My prints are in that fancy looking bottle? Is that what you're saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway? Phony trial, a phony lie, and phony clues. Everything about this case is me phony. Seems as a perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. Tigre, this is a decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains potassium cyanide. This bottle contains potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide? Poison used to murder Mr. Alec, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that? Ha You'd make a good clown, you know that. What? You ain't never gonna get this to stick. You're just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that is gonna fool the tiger? A bluff? I can see straight through you, Phoenix, right? That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it. No, this is the bottle you found traces of poison in. Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown, it was made of glass. That cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it. How do you know the bottle of cyanide looks like that, huh? Congratulations, you done yourself. Fucking idiot. Got him. At last. What? Why has everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle. This is the bottle you're referring to. Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle of cyanide was in. But you ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let it go to looking search for your people. That liar's just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy how to go. You still haven't figured it out? Don't you realize what you just said? What I said? What did I just say? He was summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. You really had nothing to do with the murder. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you should have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known that this kind of ball was the potassium cyanide was in. Ugh. But just now you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison. You just don't know what you're messing with. I'm the Tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You think you think I'm gonna let some jumped-up suit get the better of me? Sure. The last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony 12 or the phony liar. It was all played out by you. The biggest phony of all. Ugh. Well, breakdown incoming. You think he just exploded? Ah, I guess I'm not too wrong. The sky exploding there. What? What do you mean? What's going on? Looks like a blackout. Well done. Try it. I saved my 70 cup of coffee just for you. Savor it. While I watch the police restrain your prey. Mr. Wright, you caught a tiger by his toe, but if this one holds, he won't be let go. Now I don't know how things going with Mr. Tigre, Mr. Gordo. He's being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glenn Elk, Your Honor. Fortunately for us, he managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Wright was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. Yes, she was. And in the absence of genuine evidence, but the tiger made one mistake. Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. Fury Tiger is a really frightening criminal. Huh. But the truly frightening one is the defense attorney over there. Godot. Godot. Well, I'm in a position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendant Maggie Bright not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss of words. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Maggie. I was so mad when Mr. White landed me in all that trouble a month ago. But now I feel like I can forgive him. Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie. It was the tiger. Look, Nick, the doorway. Detective Gumshoe. Oh, I guess I'll be heading off then. See you around, pal. Wait. Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah. Congratulations, Maggie. Thanks. I knew you were innocent all along. Why didn't you say that in your testimony then? Huh? Oh, well. Oh, us. Well, I guess we'll be heading off then. See you around. Wait up, detective. No, you just run off. Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle. It wasn't even of any use. But it's only because Mr. White used it so cleverly. Looks like the Gumshoe was just running around in circles. Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him. Can't you put in a good word for him, Nick? Yeah, my eye's right. Should help out Gumshoe. It's clear he needs it. Maggie? Do you know Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all of this? I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of the trial, he practically gave me a free pass to lock me up. He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts. He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it. I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. Oh, it's time for the jumbo box of Venus, isn't it? I know, we'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom. I hope these are still tasty, like holy shit, it's been a while. Like, didn't you get it like a day before? Jesus. Here you are, a present to celebrate your freedom. That's a present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love. He said you lost weight and he was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe? I actually really like weenies, you know. Did you guys say that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know. Yeah, the trial worked on a bit today, didn't it? Is it okay if I eat this? Now? The badge. No, it's not the fucking badge. Shut up, Sasa. So, how is it, Maggie? It's really good. Yeah, I just forget it's like a day old, but sure. Sure. So the case of the phony versus the gentleman comes to an end. The false allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up. And who knows? Maybe the whole new chapter of life is about to start. Want together with Gumshoe? I'd ship him. Turnabout beginnings. Save the game up until this point. Let's see. The girl, let her go. Shut up! Come closer, and I'll kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Love and tribulations, yeah. I'm reading the fall of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Terry Falls, kidnapping, murder, death penalty. After escaping Falls, met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. We captured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Hawthorne? My very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. It was a whole year before me and Mia ever met. "6 years earlier, Mia Fey's first trial." Oh boy. We're going back and past a lot with this game, huh? Well, I'll figure that out next time. Should be the last case, right? I think so. Alright, chat. Thank you all for watching. And we'll continue this next week. Like I said, it should be the last one, so I guess we're getting to the end of this one. But knowing this game, it's probably going to be a long one, so yeah. Yeah. Bunker down, I guess, for that one. Oh boy. I'm just thinking next week is also when Double Dash Your Life comes out. Yeah, I guess we'll see how we do that. Anyway, chat, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all next week.